All right, I had some technical difficulties. I had a dog walking right over my power cable or power thing, and everything just got shut down. Double check that everything works. Test chat. Twitch. No, YouTube. YouTube. See if that comes through. Yep. That one through. All right. So we are good there, and I'm gonna take my scenes and make sure that everything works. All right, so we're back. Cool. All right. Oh, got a little extra break there, but it is fine. So what are we doing here? We are doing new sub widgets. So we're gonna take a look at this. Is the wrong one? Of course it is. This guy right here. I'm gonna create a new change stores image widget, and that is going to be a vertical box. Let's see here. Let's create a new widget. Widget, boom, and this is gonna be p underscore change storage storage image. Well, basically I'm gonna copy this guy right here. First one, I want to have a size box like one of these. Now we're just gonna copy that. I'm gonna say root size box. And let's see. Text, choose image, blah blah blah. We're talking about size wise though. We talked about 250 by 250 is what I set to that. Wait, alright. 250 by 250. There we go. And we're gonna set that to desired. And yeah, it's there. Hmm. This. Go. And what did we call it? Select image. The name. Change stores image. Select image. There we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Boom. What else? I don't think it is much more because the rest is gonna happen in code. When it comes to this, oh my god, really? There we go. Cool. We need to create a widget for this in C++. Boom, public. I'm gonna go down to UI widget. I'm gonna create a Galaxy user widget. And we're gonna put that into a widget folder. What do we call it? change storage image widget. I don't know. Did I call the other one widget? I don't know. Let's call this widget anyway. Compiling the code. All right. Cool. Got that there. And we got that here. So let's do a public. All right. Let's see here. Radial. That's it. What? Things are going all over the place. Open all of it. Look a little bit at this anyway, so we get need the owning prompt probably. Oh yeah, I forgot the P in that name. Anyway, we're gonna set that as well. Let's copy that function there. And let's copy that guy there. Don't know if I need the params is set, but let's copy it. Nothing can't hurt, right? So the specific thing about the image thing is that we are going to create the images and bring them music down a little bit. A little too loud for me. Radio menu change. Where the fuck is my prompt? I got lost in this whole thing. Prompt widget is. Where are you? can't find it. I mean, it clearly has it. Well, I can go in here, I guess. Fitting window. Selection prompt. There. Jesus Christ. Sometimes, right? All right. So what do we need to do here? Take a look at that. So in here, we are actually having a function because we are going to select and deselect images and blah, 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 blah. We need to populate grid panel. What we want to do. This function, we need to have that. So we're going to have a void populate grid panel. So actually, this is a perfect example that we are using our params is set, because now we can just populate that after params is set, and we know that everything is good. So we're gonna have an image grid panel here. That guy right there is a grid panel. So we're gonna have that as a T object pointer. U grid panel. Declare go image grid panel, and this is going to be a U property, and it's going to be meta, and oh, shit, what do you call it? Binding. Jesus, why can't I remember this stuff? Bind widget. There we go. Nice. All right. Now we can just say, oh, copy all those. Store selector widget. We're gonna get that guy right there. We need that. Store selection. Store selector. Storage like there's gonna be a T subclass of yes, this guy right here. Copy that guy, put that in here, and we're gonna do a come on forward declaration. I don't know if I need this, but I'm gonna use that view property just to make sure that the cleanup gets done after the fact. We can do also, we're gonna go copy this stuff from on top. Stores image selection. So first of all, we need a constructor on this guy. Boom. Cool. All right, so we're gonna new widget for the storage selector. We need to make sure that that one is actually included. Components grid slot. Okay, not what I was thinking, but no. Hold on. Stores image selection. The use stores selector widget. Okay, the only thing I can think about is that we don't have it in our system yet. We have a U store selection widget. Okay, right there. Copy that. Put that in here. And now that works. Nice. And that one is incomplete. So we're going to include that. So what are we doing here really? Right, the rows and the columns, and for each row and for each column. All right, we're good. We're good. Good. All right. So let's see here. There's one more function, and that's the selection function. And it's going to be a unative on mouse button down that we need to grab there. Then we're going to clean this up a little bit after we add this, just to make sure that we don't have a lot of code we actually don't use. So, and let's copy that. Just quickly take a look at that code. There we go. Copy that. Active selected image. Probably something we need to have. That is that. That's a U property. Interesting. I haven't been using U property on them, which I really need to do. Set selected index. Why are these? Yeah, no doubt. But this was an implement. What the hell are you doing? What are you talking about? Prompt. Okay, that's it. Now, of course, need my selected index as well. Why I don't. All right. Let's just close that down and reopen it. It really doesn't like this at all. This. It's got to be a closing parameters or something like that. That's wrong. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Now that one is complaining. I think we can return handle on all of them, right? Yeah, look at that. This whole thing. Boom. Need to be at the bottom. There we go. That's what I was complaining about. Fine. Okay. And then we need to probably have a blueprint callable function called something like button selected, something like that. Image selected. Active. That's for closing down prompt. Set select place. Selected index. Populate grid. Delete object here. On image selection selected button. That's the function we want. And that's a blueprint callable function. Use that for the button. And what do I do that with? On image selected button. All right. And now we gotta get that save and load storage, which we're going to get if we have our prompt, which we should have definitely. Otherwise, I've done something wrong. And we're going to do that. I'm going to say prompt get storage struct. There we go. And then same thing with this, but that should just be a pure call. Cool. Let's stop and rerun that and get that function to actually do something. Connect the image button to that. All right. Yes. Have all those open up. And let's see. This guy right here. Two. Reconstruct. There we go. That's the one we want. Is that on construct, really? No, pre-construct. Pre-construct. Go. This is not going to work, but that's okay. So we are going to change a setting here. I'm going to call this the change storage image widget class. Now we can call on image selected button our C++ class, and we just make sure that this one is actually that guy there. Boom. I think that's it. Let's just see if it even pops up. I mean, it's gonna look funky, but at least we can see that it pops up. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna take this guy, and we're gonna change image, and nothing get happening. Because we didn't even call it. Didn't call it. I haven't even called it. You idiot. I know. I'm an idiot. So boom, 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 boom. So here we go. I basically want to go. Copy this whole thing. Paste that in there, and this is going to be a U change storage image widget, which I need to add as well. Done that yet, but that's so much I need to do. So we're gonna call it change store image, right? Selection prompt. Okay, so prompt switch image grid panel. Where did I put you? Prompt switch root prompt. There. I need to use this as well. U property. Change storage image. Yes. And the widget use. Boom. Cool. Let's go up on top. Got some cleanup to do later, but that's okay. So just gonna grab that, or we declare it. Come on, man. Thank you. Go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Nice. Now we're just going to. Oh, it's not even there. Okay, need to grab that address for that item object. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Let's. What we're gonna do is go to content game. We need the address for my widget. Yep. Change name, change image. That's the one we want. Copy reference. There we go. Cool. So we got the stage change storage image. Okay. So create that widget, and we're getting widget params. We're setting the owner prompt. Now we probably. Yes, that is correct. And then we're setting the controlling params, and then we are creating a panel slot, and we're setting that to whatever we want that to be. And honestly, that should be it. If I don't forget anything more, but probably I do. I probably do. Fine. It's fine. All right, so let's see here. I was thinking about, am I missing something? I probably am. Change image. Am I getting a crash for some reason? I got a crash. Why would I get a crash? The only thing I can think about is that I do it in the wrong order. Set owning prompt. This. Setting the prompt. And then I'm setting the params. Cannot see what would lead to crash, and I don't get any messages at all. I need something to know what is the null pointer. What is it that is the null pointer? Without knowing what is the null pointer, how the hell where I'm gonna start looking? I mean, the only thing I can think about is that no, that's the name. Sorry, here. That should return. That's fine. Oh shit! I haven't. This is null pointers, right? Stores? No, not. No, I actually don't know. I'm getting a crash here. Question is why? Because it's not a normal crash where it's like just stop. It's I don't get a crash there. It just freezes up. I was waiting to see if it catches up. I can get my threads and variables stack. Call stack. Usually I get the call stack very fast. But here for some reason it doesn't give me that. Nothing. All right. So what we're gonna do is start putting in checks along the way and see exactly where it's crashing. So I'm gonna do select prompt. I'm gonna have one here. I think that's gonna be the first one. And then we'll step through it, and we'll see. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Right, let's see what we got. Okay, we got in here. That's good. Step down. And of course, I didn't click that. Fuck. Ah. So the steps we're gonna take here. Set only prompt. That is that. The next thing is set control params, which will trigger this. That will trigger Partlet grid, tunnel grid. So we're here. Check this. Check that. Check that. Image. The question is here. Set image. That's something that is problematic because I haven't even been into that widget. I thought that that should be handling itself. Maybe that's the problem. We'll see. All right. Okay, we are in create widget. Just do that as well. We don't even get in here. Okay. Interesting. It looks like this is where the problem is. For some reason. Change stores image. Change stores image. T subclass. Change stores image. Change stores image. Blueprint. Subshop. Game. Let's go game. Change stores image object. Change stores image object. Change stores image object. Change stores image. Can't see any problem with that. What is it that makes this not work? This is interesting. Change image. Getting there. That's it. It stops here. Doesn't get in there. Can't create this widget. Okay. It's like it gets stuck see exactly what this is now when we are getting in there. I didn't check that now. I just try to blast through this. Change stores image widget. Change stores image. Interesting. Muy interesante. Muy interesante. Right. One more time. Is this a null pointer? It's evaluating. It's not a null pointer. It's a change stores image. So why public pointer size box is null point, but that's fine. Don't even get in there. Would like to put a stop there. Stop there. Just don't get past this fucking thing. I want to know what this is going to. It's like it gets sucked into an empty fucking void. Because it's not really crashing either. It's just get stuck. So I don't really know what the fuck is going on. So weird. Right. Just take a look at these two codes. It's like they are identical, and it's like nothing wrong with the code. There's like it's. To be honest, I actually don't know. Take a look at the widget. This is so weird. Getting stuck in the constructor here or something. Door selector widget. I don't have a fucking clue. I don't know. It's just so weird. As testing stuff built. I don't know. Oh, this is like when you go like, oh, I'm gonna take a break now. Change source image. Wait a minute. What? This is what it's supposed to be look like? System level. I don't know what it's supposed to say. Maybe it is supposed to say that. System level. It's weird though. I'm gonna do the same thing there. This is so, you know, when you just encounter something, you have no freaking idea why it does something in a certain way. And you look at it and look at it and look at it, and you're like, this is not supposed to happen. This is not what it's supposed to be like. All right, let's test one thing and then we'll call it. So this is in with changing the name. This prompt works. Evaluate everything. Change name prompt C. Oh, wait a minute. Change name prompt C. See, this looks totally different. Name, legal name, because it's not created yet. But that's a WBP change name prompt. Hold on. Fine. What is this called? It's called WBP. So we're looking at the wrong thing. It's got to be looking at the wrong thing. Change stores image. It's gotta be looking for something else. Hold on. It's looking for something that's wrong. Something is wrong. It's looking for something else. Looking for something else. Change storage image. Let's just copy that reference. I want to take a look at that. Looks for the VBP. Like so, right? And so. WBP change stores image is what we're looking for. But what it actually finding, what it's getting is the base class, which is not what we want. We want the actual image. This is so fucking weird. I'm gonna change the name of this just to make sure that we don't inherit some fucking thing somewhere. Hi Serboso, how are you doing, man? Coming in at a bad moment. Sitting here and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on because it's just not doing what it's supposed to. And I don't know why. Don't know why. Sorry. Just looking for the wrong freaking thing. Well, it gets stuck when I'm trying to create a new widget here. It just gets stuck. For some reason, it's looking for... I wanted to look for the WBP version of the change stores image. I wanted to look for this. Right here. However, when I requested to do so, it's getting the native class instead of the widget class. I don't know why. It's the same fucking thing. Change the change name prompt works just fine, but the change storage image is not. It's just so freaking weird. If I do this now, I'm gonna change image here. I'm gonna stop it here. This, oh, now we have the change stores image. It was something with the freaking name. So now we got WBP change stores image. So maybe it works now. Yeah, now it works. Now it works. All right, cool. I couldn't even get into this internal stuff in here. It just refused to do anything. All right, we can stop all these things because we know it's going to at least be in here. I just didn't know what the hell was going on. There we go. There's the images. It doesn't look good because I still have the top part here, but that's fine. We're going to change that in a bit. At least the images get represented, and that's what all we wanted that to do. Cool. Okay. Was just breaking my fucking brain. It's experience, Reboso. All experience. And sometimes it's like you gotta think, what could be wrong? Why would this do this? You know, and then you just need to take it one more step and go like, okay, for some reason, I cannot use change storage image as a name, that part. Because that was probably taking it from somewhere else that I didn't think about. And then all of a sudden, just add the word prompt in it. Boom, it works. So that's fine. All right, so the next thing we want to do is we want to create a security prompt, and we also want to do the passcode prompt. So we can add that now. The passcode prompt, and let's see, don't we have that class already made? Enter passcode widget. So we're going to do a U enter passcode widget, and let's get a controller and everything. We need to create it differently or move the code. Let's see. We can actually redo that a little bit. Why not? I mean, we're doing everything today, so why not this as well? But sometimes, yeah, sitting there and just doing, you know, how should I put it? C++ can be very problematic when you don't really know why something is happening. But it's all coming down to, you know, do it as many times as possible and just hope that you learn over the time. Let's see here. So we're going to do prompt sub widget. So I want to move the passcode widget. No, enter passcode widget. I want to move that. Enter passcode widget. Where the hell is that? That's not what I call it. Enter passcode widget. There we go. That's the file we have here. Where is that file? Oh, I have it in there. Okay, so it's part of... Oh. Okay, so this is a part of the hacking, was the idea in the start, and not part of the prompt system. I think we're gonna add that to the prompt sub widget because that's where it belongs. Yes. Don't know if what is updating, etc. So we need to probably look at that. This is the problematic to do in this whole system, is to move widgets around or move files between. Yeah, no worries. I'm right here. No worries. So yes, thank you, Sir Bosa, for stopping by. It's always nice to see people in here. So we're gonna do hacking, and did that change? Enter passcode widget. Oh no, just the H file. I wanted to see the private files. Widget hacking. There's the enter passcode. I want to move that one. Move this guy right there. Yes. Okay. So let's see what we can do. Include. Not gonna be there. Not gonna be there. It's gonna be. We moved it to information widgets. Information widgets. Prompt sub. And then enter. Move all these. Look. Right. Cool. And we are redoing this a little bit. So what I want to do is this one need to go, and this one need to go, and this one need to go, because we're going to delete that in a little bit. So we're going to take the widget controllers, basic. I don't even know where that is. Hacking, enter passcode. There we go. Right. So let's see here. First of all, we need a constructor for this guy. We also needed to have a public section. Like so. I'm going to say this, generate that. We're going to have a passcode widget class. Passcode widget class. Let's see here. Passcode widget class. That has in turn its own widget controller. That could be something I actually need to add anyway. T object pointer is a controller. We don't need that controller anymore. Come on, man. Okay, so nope. Class and class. Forward declare these guys. All right. Let's see. So we're gonna add these guys here into this. Oh, nice. So virtual set something is set. Params is set. Don't remember the name of that fucking thing all the time. Okay, so that params is set, but that's where I want to do add passcode widget, right? Boom. And that function needs to be created. There we go. And that's going to be looking like this. That's fine. It's already created for me. Let's see. So we're going to do new. That's how I rename these things when I redid the system. And then we need to add passcode widget class. Those two, maybe both. I don't have them. I think I have the controller already. Nice. I'm gonna add the HUD and the play controller. And we don't need that. Sorry. Shit. This could be a problem. This could be a problem. This could definitely be a problem. Okay, so I don't have the attribute set in my widget. So in this situation, I have to get that from somewhere, and the only thing I can think about is to get my overlay. And get the controller from that, and boom, 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 boom. To be honest, it's an 8 attribute set. Let's do this. GBD. Let's see. Galaxy. Function library is what I need. Function library. Get overlay. Get active overlay. I'm going to use this. Controller. That's where that is. And attribute set. I mean, there is ways around most of the fucking problems I encounter, but this is not the safest thing to do. So we're gonna say if overlay widget if this could technically just crash my system. So equals. Okay. And so then we can say if overlay controller. Shit. What did I do? Oh, insert. No. What the hell did I do? I don't know what I did. Did I push some button? Controller. Now we can do this. Boom. Boom. And horizontal box. I guess so. Now we're gonna say if that is in reality, then we're gonna do that. Attribute set. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so that is getting added to that box, which is a passcode container. All right, which is this guy here. Technically, that should work. So all I need to do is delete my controllers first of all. Enter passcode widget controller. That one can be deleted again. E file and also in the H file. UI widget controller. Backing. All right, cool. What is this? Right. So now we need to add a widget. You enter passcode widget. Selection image prompt. Jesus, why the hell did everything scoot over like that? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna copy that, and we're gonna have a you enter passcode widget. Still get the controller up, even though I think I removed them. Oh well. Enter passcode prompt. Do it like that. All the way up. Okay, you doesn't exist anymore. That's fine. I'm gonna copy you. I'm gonna call that enter passcode prompt. Do that. That. And that. And that. Cool. Delete that. We're gonna have the right one, which is this. Copy reference. And that. Oof. What is warning over here? All right, that's fine. We probably might need this at some point, so we're gonna get that and set that function in there as well. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god, everything gets scooted. Owning prompt. Let's just add that just in case. That forward declaration, and I have a function called set owning prompt. That's the function we want. And let's just copy that freaking code. I mean, it's so simple, but yeah, it's right there. Nice. And that would set that there, and then we get that there, and then with that we're plus smart. Delete that one now, and we're just gonna test that out and see that everything works. Woo! Wee! No. Where I learned. Oh, okay, we got a crash here. Where I learned it. Well, I started out with. I'm just gonna fix this, and I can show you exactly where. Declaration of hides. Huh? 41. Oh, let's see. We're just gonna call this passcode widget controller. There we go. Fine. Boom. Okay. There we go. So I'm gonna go into daemon. So Udemy has bodies. Yeah. So this guy here, Stephen Ulbari, has a lot of different courses that some are. Most of his courses is he has both Blueprint and C++, right? Let's see. I'm just gonna make sure that I can see the chat. And I've done most of these courses when it comes to C++. I see the price is pretty high here, but they have sales all the freaking time. All the time. So you can get these for $12. So I started with, I think it was this course that I started with, which is basically a, let's see. Yeah, this is like the absolute basics of, how C++ works. So he goes through everything. Then after you've done that, you go on and you do other courses. You jump in and do like the multiplayer shooter course or the ultimate. Probably this one is probably a good starting point. So he's doing a game in C++. And I mean, it's 53 hours here. It's, this one, I did this one, which taught me a lot about the gas system that I didn't know. I didn't know anything about the gas system. I did this course. It's 106 hours of training and almost everything is in C++. And he got, different levels of training packages that it has. Got a multiplayer shooter. This is a Blueprint course he has. So I mean, was it this one? C++. This could be the first one I actually did. It's 11 hours of basic how to write games in C++ from scratch, programming fundamentals, how to compile and run your C++ game, blah, 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 blah. So, and there's a lot of things out here. And these prices don't pay full price for anything. They have sales every week. It's like a sale here, a sale there. And, you can get everything for like $12 a piece. So yeah, I think this is probably the way to go about it, to learn from somebody that actually knows what he's talking about. He got a lot of courses, but he's really, really good. That's not him. Sorry. Stephen Ulibari is the guy that you wanted to look for. I mean, yeah, he gets 16 courses and he's really good at what he's doing. So I think that's where you need to go and start looking at it. And then once you get into it, you do a couple, few of the courses. You need to go in and really sit down and play around with code like I'm doing here. Because it's not until you sit there and you come across problems and you find solutions to the problems, that's when you start learning. The other thing is just getting you used and not totally, scared of your bones from C++ code. But it's not until you sit there and actually do the code yourself that you start realizing that you can actually do it. Yeah, check out for sales. Do not pay full price. They're not worth, well, they are worth €100 or dollars, but you can get it for $12. Just wait a couple of days. Just go back every day and check. And they usually have weekend sales and blah, blah, blah. So, and also, once you get into one course, he will lead you into a Discord, and in the Discord, he'll just give out coupons for all his courses. He also have a Patreon page where you can pay for a patronage, and then you get all these new courses way before they even come out on Udemy. So, yeah. But, I mean, it's all about how much you want to support certain people and all that. And, not everybody can afford support. That's the way it is. So, yeah. Anyway. But that's how you get in, you put your finger in there and into the soup and see if you like it, And for me, I get stuck on it. I really love it, and I want to learn more and more and more, and solve. The more problems I can solve with my C++, the more confident I become that I will be able to solve future problems. So what the hell we're gonna do? That was the storage image, and yes. I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna try to see what the hell I get now from this. I get nothing. I get nothing. Nothing. Okay. Why don't I get anything? So, are we in here at all? God. Oh my God. You stupid son. You're so stupid. All right. Trying to create something that doesn't exist. All right. So we can create the this one from the enter passcode prompt. Does it? Okay. That could actually be the only thing that was wrong there. But yeah, don't be afraid of ask questions. Don't be afraid of, nobody will ever think that you're stupid for asking a question. So even if you think that this is something you should know day one from C++ coding, if you don't know it, then it's going to be very hard. And just ask the question. And I think most people that will try to help you. We don't know everything. I don't know everything, and but if I don't, then I will let you know. There we go. We got our passcode in there. I mean, it looks horrible, but it's in there, and that's all I wanted right now. So that is that. Cool. So I need one more. I'm going to have one more, and then we can start deleting this prompt switcher, because that's what the whole thing was, So I need to secure the prompt as well. So let's see here. Oh shit! Where the hell was I? There. I'm gonna create a user interface, a new. Boom. This is going to be a WBP underscore security prompt. Okay. Open that up. And what I want to do is I'm going to do a size box first. Size box. And this is going to call this root size box. I don't think I need it, but you never know. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So this is the vertical box. Just copy that, and we should be able to do that. Yes, and then we are talking about, was it 250 by 250? I think was the size we did it. Boom, boom. Yes. Cool. I think there's a couple of things we need to update a lot of stuff on. So confirm button, the line. My God, I'm so bad at naming shit. The line. It's gonna be decline button. Boom. Confirm button. Get that. Boom. And decline button. Cool. They were in event construct. Just copy that. Get it in there. Pick is not going to be used. Okay. What's next? Select name, select image, selection button, confirm button, and decline button. These two need to be done. And pre-construct. Let's see, get the decline button. And the confirm button. However, we need to have a couple of functions. Just save that. Ah, shoot. Dot. How about now? Can we save it at least? Yes. I'm going to create a security prompt class. Public. UI. Widget. Nope. That one. Okay. So, guy. Boom. Security prompt. Widget. Adding code project. Okay. Public. Let's get. I don't know. Do I need that? No, maybe I don't need a constructor on this one. But let's just, Jesus, let's get a couple of these things that I need to have. need to have a root box. Let's see, what do I need? Need this text block though. New text block. New text block. Isn't it called text block? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh my god. Go. Go. And this is called to delete text. Right? Are you sure you want to delete? Let's see. What function do we have here? On delete approve. On delete approve. And on delete line. Those functions we want to have in here. Jesus. Where are we? There we go. Okay. Those need to be in here. Generate definitions, 2 of them. Selection prompt. On delete approve. All right. So yes, we're gonna have the owning widget and all that good stuff. Owning prompt. Go. Yeah. Class. And then we're going to have set owning prompt. Equals incoming there. So, right. That is good. That's good. That's good. Because now we can just take all of this shite. Holy smoke. Yeah. All this shite. On delete approve. So that's a lot of red. But now we can say owning prompt. If owning prompt. Okay. First of all. That's the first thing we want to do. Then we're going to check if owning prompt get is storage. Okay. If it is storage, then we want to do this. If it's not, let's see here. Fuck. Yes, we need to do that. Like so. Okay. Whew. Let's start from the top here. We're gonna include the station inventory actor, and then we're gonna include the function library. Boom. Get the player controller. We take this stores guide. We're parsing, and we're gonna parse owning prompt. Get storage struct dot unique ID. Maybe we should just do this. Well, why didn't they want that? Storage struct. It's a reference. No? Fuck do I know? Shit. I don't know. Okay, let's do this then. This is gonna return a little irritating. It's irritating because I can't really get. I just want to say, yeah, okay, add that. You manage to subs. Okay, add that too. Jesus, it's a lot of. Oh my god, what now? Okay, add that. Jesus, I don't even know what I'm doing. I just want to see what the hell this is returning. F stores container cannot bind an R value of F stores container. Okay, let's add it here. F storage container equals non-const value reference to type. F storage container cannot bind. All right, bye bye. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, man. Let's take a look at the original code. What the hell? So for each main item storage struct. Delete storage from the storage struct is what? This is F storage container equals that. It can be a reference. We need to get that. Oh shit, that's what the problem is. Okay. Gotcha. So instead of, we need to change this into becoming a reference. Let's see, get. Jesus. That one need to be a reference. Boom. Not. Boom. So we're gonna do that. No, that works. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I need to take a little break. I'll be right back. All right, all right, all right. Let's see, where are we? Ah, change. This is my security prompt. I need to change this to security prompt widget. Cool. Um, why is it not getting up the bindings? Interesting. Meta bind win. Am I doing something wrong here? Look at other widgets. Don't have anything there. Meta bind widget. I don't see that here. I mean, well, look at any other fucking widgets there. Widgets there. I don't understand. Fitting menu prompt. Let's just take a look at that. Fitting menu prompt. Selection prompt. Oh, do you have to be blueprint read write for it to be shown up? Otherwise, we don't see it here. Could be. Let's test it out. Then we know. Right now, only have um, there. Let's see. We'll do that. We'll do that. And we restart this. Well, no. And that didn't like it. Ah, Jesus. All right. This whole fucking shebang. All right. That's why I did. I have to work our way through this. Let's see. So we're getting the storage struct. Reload the storage. Then we take the U-fitting scrollbox container. And then we are getting that controller and we initialize. And yeah, okay. So I just need to add that. Boom. That's that. All right. Okay, that doesn't need to be there. Put it at the bottom for now. Boom. Right The next thing is if it's a B station item. So this one needs to be able to take it from B station item. There we go. I could probably. Okay. Remove this else statement though. I want this one at the bottom or some shit like that. This is gonna be that one. Let's see here, be stored. No, we need to have this else. God damn. There we go. We have the owning prompt. But I don't like to use that system, so I'm gonna do. It's gonna get a station item. I don't know why I do that, but okay. Bool get station item. Return B station item. Okay. Thank you. B is storage. That's what we are. Else B is storage. Copy this entire thing here. Cut it. Need to get the play controller, including that. And item struct is something we need here now. We're gonna get the item struct. Get item struct. Okay. Return item struct. Return item struct. Right. Opening prompt. Get item struct. And we're gonna get container struct ID, and the same thing goes with this guy here. Right. So on delete approve is the function we're in there. That's that. Then we're gonna say if that, else. That's where we want this whole shebang down there inside that one. So we need a target actor, and that's going to come from our prompt. Target actor. So do I have a get target? Get target actor? No. Fix that. A actor. Pointer. Get target. Target actor. And this is just going to return. Return target. Target. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna do an actor. Actor equals pointer. Target actor equals get target. No. Owning prompt get target actor. There we go. I'm gonna do that. Do that. Right. Storage type. Huh. All right. Get storage type. I don't know. Content scroll box. Okay, that's something we have here. Interesting. There's a lot of fucking things going on here. Vehicle scroll box. Okay, I don't really know. That's a vehicle scroll box. Okay. Let's just add that and see what the hell we can do later. Right now, it's just a lot of fucking things happening here. Yeah, alright. Let's see to work. Right. So. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 there, there. Then we're gonna have one more somewhere. Right. So we got the else there. That's the if or else. And we got the else here. And this one, if and else. And then we're gonna have that one. That's where we're missing one. Cool. That's the security prompt. Are we even doing that yet? On delete approve. That's just a function. Sorry. And on the other one, on delete decline, we're just gonna do if owning prompt. And we're just gonna call that function closing that down. All right. Cool. Yeah, because we don't have this yet, so we're gonna fix this. Maybe we should just do it right now and just get that done, right? Basically, it's the same fucking thing over and over again. So we're gonna add a security prompt widget to our collection. Security prompt widget. We'll declare that security prompt. Right. Grab that, put that up here. At the top here, we're just gonna copy this mother. And we're gonna do that. This. Prompt object. And security prompt. Change that. All right. Cool. Right. Yeah. We don't have it anywhere else. Nope. Not yet. That was stupid. So why not do this? There we go. So this is security. This one will be our security prompt here, and we're gonna grab that one, that there, and that there. That doesn't have its set owning prompt. Oh, right. Need to include this guy. There we go. Include you. Thank you. Set owning prompt, set controlling params. We do that. Set the panel. Blah 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 blah. That should work. Not quite yet though. Because what I need to do is I need to update this guy right here to the right one. I think we have the name. I should just change it to security something, but let's do it the correct way. All right. So the security one here, this guy here, copy that reference. Oh, here we go. Go. This thing is gonna go. All right. That's it there. Let's restart that. Na 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 na. Na do 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 do. Yep. All right. So let's see here. Secure the prompt. We need to get updates. Let's just see if we got the binding widgets. Yes, now we can see those binding widgets. Okay, cool. Let's see. So we're gonna change that. We're gonna say on. Oh fuck! Did I put those as yes? Blueprint callable. On delete approve. Boom. That's a secure prompt widget, and this is a selection prompt, so that doesn't work. And this is gonna be on delete decline. And that's that. Okay. I probably forgot half of everything, but yeah. Let's just see if we even can get something on the screen. Then we can start deleting and start cleaning everything up. What I want to do is I can go here, take our hyper there, and delete item, and see if get the same fucking problem as last time, isn't it? Yeah, crashes without crashing. Security prompt. Did I name the same fucking thing? Let's see. Yeah, probably did. Uh so it can't have the same name as the X. I don't know. I honestly don't know. So we'll see. We'll fix this and then we'll see if it makes a difference. That's what happened last time and how I fixed it last time. So hopefully that will solve that problem. Yep. Need to set up choose the name of the item, but all right. The next thing I want to do now is I want to before we do it, just gonna make sure I don't have any code in here that's going to needed. Change name button. Just buttons. No. Okay. I'm gonna delete this prompt switcher. So now we're going to delete a few things here. And we're gonna go into the selection prompt. Let's see. Image grid panel will be removed. Widget switcher can be removed. To delete text will be removed. So that needs to be eyeballed there, so we don't do anything stupid. This function, this whole function can be deleted. This can be deleted. That can be deleted. That can be deleted. That. Delete these guys. And we can delete all that. We don't need that right now. Okay. Those things cannot find name change box. Oh, because we can delete this entire function. And let's see. That's okay. Oh, maybe it doesn't save. Oh. Okay, so let's restart this. It probably won't do that because this is probably going to be like all red everywhere. Oh yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay. This whole function is done. That one is done. Remove that. Populate grid is, we know that works. Here, populate delete object. This one is the function we needed to have in our security. We need to the void function. That's awesome. You can say void populate delete object. Boom. And copy this. I'm gonna say if owning prompt. Copy this, guys. Put that in there. And we're gonna say get is storage. Get storage struct. And oh, did I get the item struct? I don't think I did that. I'm gonna do this and we can clean it up as we go. Oh, get item struct. Ah, I did. Oh, nice, nice. To delete text, secure the prompt. I think I had that there. Oh, this is probably just need to be included, the text block. Yes. All right. So that is cool. So what else? Now we can actually delete this function. And we're gonna delete it from here as well. Native, a lot of cleanup. Public grids, delete those. U property. Gotta have that on pointers. Property. Feels like I'm missing something, but let's use that. Nope. Alright. Alright. So let's give it a whirl and see if it works. Bum 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 bum. All right. We'll see. Test it out. That's all we can do, right? Try delete that. Delete item. Probably never call this anywhere. We need to call this at some point, and I don't think we have set owning prompt. So we're gonna do a new function down here, or we can do it at the top, or whatever. It's a virtual. Oh my god, void. Set something, set prompt. Params set. There we go. Thank you. Jesus. Generate that, and we can delete that, but then we can just put that in there. Populate, delete object. Now we're gonna restart this again. So yeah, probably needs some more cleanup, but overall it should be working. And instead of using a switch box, we are now dynamically adding there. You want to delete NetSpectre? Yes or no? No. Just closing it out. Delete. Want to do that again? Yes. Now it gets deleted. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah. So why did we do it from the start? Well, we want to do this, and this looks horrible. So that's something we need to work on. And we need to make sure that this fits within that. We need to be able to add numbers. Can we do that? 5, 4, 3. Yeah, can do that using the tab button. We also need to have some kind of button called, insert or approve or something on this. And when that happens, it will check if we have the correct code to enter and go into the container. And if we don't, then we need to inform the user that wrong passcode entered. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe give a little nibble, a little zap, maybe, saying, hey, wrong password. Zzz, zzz. Why not? And then we have the hack where that will take us into the hacking version of it. So yeah, we need to make this a little bit, I don't know, better. But we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Whew. So first of all, that didn't look so good. So I wonder if we want to make it bigger, wider. So we can do that in two ways. Either we go into the prompt here and let's see here. Oh, stretch out a little bit. Oh, get some movement on your shoulders. Moving your shoulders. I mean, I've been live for about 5 hours in two different versions because my dog turned off my computer. I have a flip on the floor and it's not the best solution, but the dog came in here and just stepped on it and I'm like, okay, your computer is now shut off. I was like, oh, that's the way it is. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a couple more hours, I think, because then I need to go eat something, and you know, the day is passing, but I want to get this done so this whole thing works. I want to be able to enter passcode to enter the container. You know, so yeah. So I want to do at least one major thing each day. That's the only way to go forward. It can't just be fiddling around anymore. I really need to start doing at least one big thing every day, and get it done. And today this is the goal. All right. So I'm gonna set security. We can set passcode here, and to be honest, it looks like this one needs to be bigger. Root size box right now. So we're gonna change the override. Set width override. So we need to set that. It's right now it's 250. Let's test 350. .f. See what happens. I mean, this is hard coding. It's not the greatest thing to do, but you know, it's just me. It's nobody else is going to be in here and play around with it. But so yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right, let's do this. And I didn't fucking do anything, did it? Come on, man. First of all, why is this such a dark background on that? I don't like that at all. I have to remove that. But let's open this guy up. Let's add a BPTV passcode. I do that and I change that to, oh no, that height is probably fine. 350. It should actually cover it. That means that it didn't override it. $400. I think 350 is probably fine. 350 is probably fine, but why didn't it override it? That's my question. Root size box for the selection prompt. Set width override to 350. Why didn't that work? Is it the wrong place? I have created the widget. The widget is there. Do I need to set it in a higher level? No, shouldn't have to. Please think. Root size box set width override. Let's put it to 500. Let's see what the hell if nothing happens. Yeah. Well specified, ignoring the content's desired size and overriding it. It's exactly what I wanted to do. I don't know why I didn't do that. Am I in the wrong place? No, I don't think it was. See? Doesn't do shit. Right. Okay. So let's do this. Let's float this. Size box width equals root size box get with override. There we go. And then we can take that stop there, and then we're gonna do there. I'm gonna say new. All right. I want to do a triple set there. Triple check. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Get my new deck of cards here to open it up. Oh. All right. Let's see here what the hell is going on. All right. So first we get the float before. Oh, 0 dot some shit. Okay. Oh, yeah. Because we haven't got it yet. Get it. All right. There we go. Now, 250. Okay. Now we want to change it to 500, right? we changed it to 500. So now my size box should be 500. Take one more step here, and it is 500, but it doesn't show up as 500 on my widget. So it is updating. It just doesn't show it. Okay. So what I can do? No. What can I do? I don't know. What can I do? Don't know. I can start saying that everywhere where I created this freaking thing, I can say that I need to. Well, I can actually do that here. Wherever I do this guy here. Just radial menu controller. Here we go. New widget. Oh, fuck's sake. That's the problem. I actually setting it here to 300. So I'm gonna set it because I'm setting this whole thing, and then I go in and fucking that up again. So I need this to be, where is it? 350. That's why. So basically, that's where I need to do it, not here. So it has a size of 250, and I changed it to 500, and it goes out here again and sets it to 350. That's just the way it is. So either remove that or set it in there, but this is a perfectly valid solution, I guess, because that means that I can control that when I creating that thing and whatever. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Did it get bigger? All right. Let's. Got bigger. Oh my god, that sounds like a. Yeah. So let's do 400 here. Uh, do, 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 do. Bum, bum, bum. It's a lot of reloading, but you know, that's what it is when you do it in C++ instead of blueprints, I guess. All right. Is it bigger? I don't know if it is. I think it's the same fucking size. I don't think it grows. Ah, Jesus. I mean, technically, if I take this. Ah, shoot. No, it doesn't change anything. But what I can do, I know this is not how I'm supposed to do it, but just because I just really want to see a change. How about I, in my security prompt, I'm adding that. It's no, not my security prompt. This one here. I'm adding that passcode container, add child. However, passcode container is enter passcode. There is what? A horizontal box. So U panel slot pointer panel slot equals there. And I'm gonna do a U horizontal box slot equals cast. I do a horizontal. Let's just see passcode. I just want to see what that would look like. If I take that and do that to, was it 300? 250? I don't know. 350, 400. 400 should definitely fit that, but it doesn't do that. 350 would be perfect. But if I do this with 300, that's just 300 because that's what it looks like. 250, 300, 250. Is it this fucking thing that's I need to change 350? Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah, we'll just I want to keep that just in case I need it. I want to set this. Root side box. Set with override 350.f. See what the fuck happens. I don't know. I don't know. This should have done something, but take a little gander here, right? Uh, shit. What happened now? I know what I'm looking at. Oh, right, because I didn't. I removed it from here. Yeah, man. Okay. Uh, There we go. Jesus. Sometimes. Spots. Let's be right back here. Just fuck, everything is just screwing up here right now. There we go. Fucking finally. Thank you. All right. There we go. Cool. There we go. Where the fuck were we? Oh yeah. Let's play this. No. Didn't fucking do anything. What the fuck is going on? To be honest, I think they're too wide, but let's see. Passcode. Passcode container. 300. That's basically what it looks like. So the width is set to 300, even though we overriding this. 350. Somewhere it's overriding my override. Okay, we can do. Let's see. Let's do this. Get my passcode. Yeah, stop playing. Let's just put that to 350 because that's basically what I want anyway. There, don't have to override it. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh. There we go. File save. Still does not make it as wide as I want it. So that over what don't need that. There. Add passcode widget. That there. We're doing that somewhere else as well. Oh. 350. That it? 300 is a little too small. I know that. I thought I set it to 350 here. I might not have done that. Maybe I set it to 300. That would make sense. Right. There we go. All right. Cool. Jesus, took a while. Okay. So first of all, I want the passcode widget to not have anything behind it. It just looks horrible. I think it's in hacking. There. Not in hacking. Why is it not in hacking? Alright. This is it. I want image to be gone. I think there was something with I wanted a widget, but you know. Yeah. I want a full, like the other ones had a full button below. Alt enter widget. So I'm gonna do that. Those. Change that. Fuck. Where am I? UI. Subprompt. Like these guys. I want this. At the bottom. So that's a horizontal box. That guy. There. That to be purple box. Yes. There. Can set this to, what is that? 200. 250. 250. 200. 200 is good. So that's 250. Let's just see what that would look like. Right. See there. All right. I want a little, I want him to move in a little bit on the sides, have a little, and I want to have a little room at the bottom. So other than that, it's probably not too shabby actually. So we're gonna fill that one maybe, and then we're gonna have some padding. 5 left, 5 right, and 5 bottom. See that, and then we can. That's too big in a way. So I can't have it a fill. But I think the padding is pretty okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's gonna change the text on that. Yeah. So did that. It's a variable. That's fine. Oh, all this shit. Jesus. What did you call it? Change image button. No, can't name that. Enter passcode. There we go. That's the name for it. Enter passcode button. And then we're gonna say tab name. Get tab name and set text. Set text. Set text. Enter passcode. Okay. Right? Now we got to enter passcode. Something's going to happen when we do that, so we need to set up that function. But just take a look what it looks like. Enter passcode. Should that be a split into 2 words? So there we go. Yeah. Now we can do 4, 5, 8, 5, 4. And enter passcode. Nothing happens, but that's perfect. So now we need to just store these variables somehow. And we do that in our passcode widget, don't we? Store that here. Passcode string. So let's see here. We need to store not you. Let's see here. So we can delete this. We don't need that. We need to store this widget so we can access that widget. This is actually with a controller, so this is what we need to store, the passcode widget controller. Let's see. So we're gonna have a prompt. View passcode widget controller, and this is passcode controller, and we need to store this when we create it equals this. I don't like that they call it as we're gonna do. Oh yeah, right. No, I had to name. I couldn't name it widget controller like I usually did because it crashed with the name in the widget. That's fine. Now we got that. So now we can just do a let's see. What the hell am I doing? Fitting sub prompt. Let's look at one of these other buttons. I remember I did this. I bind the event on the button and then I create a function. Yeah, I mean, simple. So it's in the pre-contract. So get button, get selection button. That's what we want to do, and we want to assign on click, dunk, dunk, and then if we click on it, we are going to call a function, and the function is going to be on this one here, widget, and it's going to be a void enter passcode button pressed. Don't any inputs. We need to have a U property though. No, U function. U function. Blue print callable. So. Cool. And yeah, we are going to do some things here, but first I want to set it up there. So I'm gonna, before I do that, I just want to make sure that everything is saved and compiled. We're gonna boom, stop and run. All right. So yeah, one major update, one major function minimum every day is what my goal is. I've been working on this now for 6 hours. It's gotta be. I did something else in the start, didn't I? I don't remember. But I had to redo all these widgets and get them to work together and blah 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 blah. Anyway, so that's what I've been doing today. So, passcode widget. That pressed. We need to call a function called enter passcode button pressed. There we go. So let's take a look at what we actually want to do here. We want to get the passcode entered. We want to check if that passcode is the same as the target's passcode. Let's see. We want to check that if the target, if passcode is accepted. Oh my god, freaking dog. If passcode is accepted, we want to launch open widget. Launch open storage widget. If the passcode is rejected, that's the question we want to do. We want to close the widget, send in a message to user, incorrect passcode. We could at that point also give a little love bite to the user that entered the incorrect password, a little warning. Don't do it again, or bad things could happen. You know, because you don't want anybody to just go and start spamming these and do brute force. We want to, if that is happening, then we want to store the actor that did it, because we don't want people to I don't know, is that something we just says no, it's the wrong passcode and then leave it at that. That could be good, could be a way to go too. I don't know. But in the future we could also say, well, we want to give it a little bite, a little damage to you. vehicle. I don't know. All right. So we want to get the passcode entered. And how do we do that? Well, let's see. We have a passcode controller. We want to look into that passcode widget controller. Passcode widget controller. I don't think. Hold on. We do this. We enter that. Xbox index. Hold on. Yeah, we have something here. Oh no, I don't want you. I want the controller. Let's see the passcode widget controller. Where the fuck are you? Oh. I should know this. I can look that up actually pretty fast. Top of this function we have information there. There. Passcode widget controller. Here we go. So we have the current passcode actually. And I want to get that. Get current passcode. Got that there. This is perfect. So we can actually take our over here. Storage image. What? No. Passcode controller. I'm gonna have an F string. Current passcode equals get current passcode. There we go. So when we're pressing enter, we can get the current passcode. And now we want to check. We want to check if that passcode. So we want to get the correct passcode. But that's not a good idea. I want that to happen on the server. So I don't want to be able to grab. I can grab the current passcode, but then I want to do it the actual check. I want that to happen on the server. So we can get the current passcode, and then we do an RPC to the server on the item that we are. Let's see. Need to do an RPC. Need to do an RPC on the target actor. We need to get the target actor. And then we do an RPC. Need to do the actual RPC needs to happen on our play controller because we're not controlling the multicast. Can we do a server RPC? Can't do a client. I think we can do a server RPC on the. So let's see. We can. I think we can do a server RPC on the target actor. We can't do a client RPC on the target actor. Therefore, we can do a server request on the target actor. I think. Let me look that up. Let's see. Client to server RPC only executes is invoked on an actor that calling client owns. Yeah. That's very not fortunate, but that's yeah. Okay. So we need to do this on our player controller. Okay. It's not the end of the world, to be honest. It's just it's a little headache to that you have to go around your own freaking through your own character. But that's the way it is. That's the way the rules is. All right, so we're gonna create an RPC, a server RPC. Let's do a yes. It doesn't matter. And what information do we need to go and do here? So this is going to be called server check passcode. So we need to have an const f string reference called passcode entered. And we also need to have what actor we are going to target, right? Target actor. Because then we can, as soon as we've done that, now we can just invoke a, because now we know we're on the server. So now we can invoke a interactable interface. Interactions, interactable interface. That over here. So now we can have a function here. It's going to be a void function. Not need to return anything. Void. And this is going to be check passcode. Right? We need to pass back information to... We're going to call... client RPC. Hold on. So could need the requested player controller. That could be a good idea. All right. So we need the passcode entered. And I want to have somebody I can send the message back to. So I'm gonna do a UGD play controller. AGD play controller pointer called requested controller. Requested controller. Requested controller. I don't know. Let's do that. Requested request. I mean, requested controller is the controller that is requested. Request controller. I don't know what the fuck do I know. All right. All right. So that's a check passcode. So we're gonna do a function on R interactable item interactable items. That's the key that we want there. We'll do that down here, and it's a virtual void check. Oh shit. Void check. No. Yes, check. Check passcode implementation. Do that. Boom. Okay. Now we got that. So the first thing we want to do here is we want to check that we actually are a hacking component, that we have that. I don't know. Don't we have? Oh, shit. Yeah. Control F. Get hacking component. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Let's just do this. Hacking component. Get this hacking component. Oh, there you go. At some point I probably was like, I need something that is actually not a. There we go. Or should I just do hacking component? I guess we can do that too. That's fine. All right. Access right data. Think. Dot. Passcode. That's the way it is. If it's the same as that, right? We want to do something, otherwise we want to do something else. All right. So here we just want to send a message to the requester controller. Client show message. And the message is at F string message equal text. So and incorrect passcode. Code entered. something like that. And if it is the correct thing, we want to send a information to open up. There's going to be a client RPC. That has to, of course, happen on the player controller. I just want to know what to call it or how to set it up, where to set it up. I could do the RPC just purely check passcode the response callback. I can do that. Player controller here. And let's do this for the hell of it. This is going to be a client. And check passcode. I mean, yeah. Client passcode callback. Like so. I don't know. Bool is correct passcode. We could also do this, so we can actually do this. So here's the server check. That's the one we want to do this with. Boom. So interactable interface execute underscore check passcode. And we want to have two things. We want to have the string, and we want to have the target actor that we are actually affecting. That is not true, because we want something else. We want to have this in between. Then we're going to have the target actor, right? Is it the other way around? Shit, I can never remember. So U object, const f string. Oh, this is the first thing. There we go. Okay. So the target actor that we are addressing, and then we're going to have the passcode that we are sending, and then this is going to be the player controller. And then the player controller gets back a response, and that is if is correct passcode. Then we can do one thing, else we do another thing, right? So basically we could just go into our here and just say press the controller. Yeah, so basically we can do this here. Bool correct password code equals false. There we go. Then we're going to say here, we're going to say true equals true. That means that we can just skip that one. And then we're going to say request controller. And here we're going to say client. passcode callback, and then we're just going to say correct passcode. That's it. Then we can handle that on the player controller and don't have to worry so much about that in here. So we are checking if it is the correct passcode. If it is, then we open it up. Otherwise, we are just going to say, hey, incorrect. So open widget for container. Else inform user that it is incorrect password. Okay. Right. So that means that on our, let's see here. Oh my god. I need to look where my prompt is. Here we go. We're doing that. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. So all we need to do is send that to the player controller. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna get our player controller. You get EDPC. We want to check that just for security. There we go. EDPC. And we're gonna say server. Check passcode. There we go. And what we want is the passcode. Right? And we want the target actor. So we're gonna say before we do anything, we are there. So we need to check this, that we have an owning prompt. Check that first. And if we have an owning prompt, then we're gonna say owning prompt get target actor. Boom. And that is that. Now, after all that is said and done, we're gonna say oh shit. Check that. Owning prompt. Then we're gonna have it shut down after error. No. Brother. Close down prompt. That's it. All right. So that is going to shut down the prompt. We're going to send the message through the RPCs into the player controller. Player controller into an RPC to the item. The item will check, is it the correct password? Sends back if it is a correct password or not. And that's what we need to handle. So now we should be able to just close all these freaking things down. So much fucking shit open. It's fucking insane. So we need to I actually want my player controller, my thing to send back the actor. So we're gonna have the client passcode. I actually want to pass back my actor as well. Yeah, this is going to be an IU interactable interface. No, it's not going to be. It's going to be GD interactable base class, because that's the only thing that we're going to be able to hack. And we're going to call it hackable item, right? Want to add that because when we're calling opening stuff on the HUD and shit, then we probably need that. Yeah. So I'm gonna close these things. I don't think I need them anymore. Oh yeah, we're not done with our selection prompt today. So, and we're not done with our storage images. Done with. I'm not done with my enter passcode widget though. Close that. Close that. Passcode widget. I think we are done with that. Now, like, gotta check that everything works. But yeah, open a HUD thing. Widget controller. HUD. There we go. Because basically what this is all about now is that we are going to call the same function that we do from our radial widget controller. It's like we clicked on the radial menu controller. We clicked on open. So boom. Instead of creating, we just clicked on open. We passed the check. Now we just want to do open. Open. Open container. Okay. Here we go. So this is what we want to do. Exactly the same thing. Okay. I'm gonna do that on the plane controller. I'm gonna do this. HUD. Okay, so AGD main HUD called HUD equals cast the music dot. There we go. We're gonna cast. Oh, look at that! I didn't do a pointer out of that. HUD, and I'm gonna say get HUD. We are in the play controller, so it's fine. Boom. All right. E widget type. It's gonna be a inventory. Got so many things open here. Voice setting, Dropbox, fitting window, packing. Gotta be object inventory, right? Jesus, I don't know. I have to look at my HUD. I have no idea. It's gotta be this the only thing that made sense. Oh my god, add information. Come on. Thank you. And no. Container inventory is what it is. Container inventory. Okay. Cool. Target actor. It's an actor. Yeah, let's do that into an actor just for I don't really like to mismatch everything. Here's an actor, there's an actor there, then we have an actor here. You know? Always shift clicking. False. Yeah, because that doesn't matter because it's just happening when we're doing information HUDs anyway. Look at that. And here it's just going to be the same thing as we did before. F string message equals text incorrect passcode. There we go, and then we're gonna do a client show message, and just do message, and boom. Oh my fucking god! Is that it? We'll see. We have to test it out. Probably not. It's gonna crash. You know? What are you gonna do? All right. So at least we do the check not on the client, we were actually doing it on the server. That's extremely important. Because we don't want to share the actual passcode to the client, because all of a sudden you can go into your RAM and just check it out. That's it. Oh, we got a couple of bugs here to deal with. That's okay. Boom. Yeah. We need to have this as well. There we go. Is there anything else? No, I think that was it. All right. Two, three, four, five. I don't remember which one was which. Ah, something happened. I got into it. One, two, three, four, five. The incorrect password. Yay! Yay! All right. I'm so happy. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. So here, I need to, address the way we do these, but 2, 3, 4, 5. Enter passcode. Incorrect passcode. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting into it. And now we can add or remove items that we want. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. All right. And it's all done on the server. So we're checking on the server. So let's do this if I want to do a clip. So we're checking. So we're checking we're trying to opening this container. It's a secured container. We're checking the passcode. So we're going to enter our passcode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this one. And then we enter passcode and it checks it on the server, and we can access it and see what's inside here. Got nothing there. This one has another passcode, so we're gonna check this. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as well. Enter passcode, and it's an incorrect password, and therefore we cannot get into that container. This, on the other hand, does not even have a passcode, but we can hack it. So that's it. So if you like stuff like this, hey, why don't you stop by and join my streams? I'm trying to do it on a daily basis, and welcome in. Swap Up Gaming. Take care. Bye. All right. So that is, see if I can clip that out. I don't know. Do that into a mini. Yeah. Wow. We need to do something with this button, hack button, because that's something. What is supposed to do is be shown where you can hack, and it's like doing that, right? You're supposed to be able to do the same thing as this one. I'll do that a little bit later. I'm gonna do it today, but right now I'm starting to get a little bit tired, so I've been on for this for about, I don't know, 6 hours today. I'm gonna continue working on this, and I'll be back tomorrow morning anyway for some more streaming. Until then, I'm Swap Up Gaming, and have a beautiful, beautiful day, and take care. Bye bye. I don't have anything. All right. See you later.